If you wish to go to the Wildlands, you should go down to South Station.
A ghost was spotted in the area where that woman was killed. Everyone's talking about it. My friend claims to have seen something strange late at night, but I'm not so sure I believe her.
Rumor has it the victims of the children's rituals come back to haunt the area at night. I want to see it for myself, but I'm not stupid enough to walk around after dark.
I saw a woman with rose-colored hair around these parts the other night. Quite mysterious. She seemed to have been inspecting the crime scene. There was something almost ethereal about her presence. She was something.
You look like you're enjoying yourself. Good book?
It's my journal. I've written in it for years. I read through it every day. It reminds me of the past. I'm retired, so I have plenty of time on my hands.
Those are all yours? Every single one?
I've been writing for 500 years now. That adds up, you know. The memories. I've experienced so much in those years. I've really led a great life. Nowadays, I find joy in reading about the past and enjoying freshly baked delicious muffins. That's all a simple man like me really needs.
The simple pleasures in life for a simple man.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, speaking of freshly baked muffins.
Fresh out of the oven, just the way you like them.
Excellent. Thank you very much, young man.
You say that to me every day. Change it up a little, will ya?
Oh, I'll think of something different for you tomorrow. Let me see here. There you go.
Thanks. See ya.
Marlin bakes the most mouth-watering muffins. They're exquisite. He even delivers them to me here personally every day.
That's nice. You two seem like you're old friends.
Well, I'd like to think we're more than that. Talking to him always cheers me up. I've never had a family of my own. To me, that friendly boy who brings me muffins every day is like the son I never had.
Great memories, great food, and great friends. What more do you need? Looks like you're all set.
Indeed I am. I know we don't have much longer in this world, but even if everything ends tomorrow, I'll have no regrets. Well, except for one little thing. It's about these journals. Well, I'm afraid I lost the first one some time ago. It chronicles the first 50 years of my life. 50 years.
You want it back, of course.
Yes, I do. I don't suppose I could ask. Well, do you think you could look around for it?
Sure, why not? I'll take a look. How will I know it's yours?
My name is written on the cover. I don't think you should have any problems recognizing it. Oh, and I'd like to ask you not to read it if you find it. Not to say my life has been all that exciting.
Of course. It'll be tricky to find, though. Is there anything else that might help? Do you remember where or when you lost it?
Well, It's a bit of a long shot, but I may have donated it with some of my old books by mistake a long time ago. If memory serves, they went to a woman named Mitka. She runs a secondhand shop, or used to. I'm afraid I don't know where she is now, or what she's doing.
I'm looking for a woman who used to own a bookstore in these parts. She also goes by the name Mitka.
Well, my name is Mitka, and I ran a bookshop once back in the day, but that was over 200 years ago. Are you certain I'm the one you're looking for?
I'm not, but maybe you can help me. Listen, I know it's been a while, but I was wondering if you remember a man named Ranulf.
Ah, yes, I remember him. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Who are you anyway? What do you want with him?
He's the one who found me, really. He asked me to track down an old journal of his for him.
He did? That's a strange request. And what is he up to these days?
Eating muffins and reading his books. That's about it, really.
Oh. So, why are you helping him, if you don't mind my asking?
It's what I do, that's all.
Oh. Are you one of those people who does charity work?
Call it what you will. So, can you help me out?
All I can tell you is that I've never handled his journal, but I do know a thing or two about his past. But none of that is for me to divulge. If you want the truth, you need to find out for yourself.
I plan to. I just don't know where to start.
Head to the part of the city they call the Warren. Once there, seek out the man with no name.
Right. Hope there's only one of them, or that's gonna be rather difficult.
Oh, not to worry. You'll find him. But I urge you to be very, very careful. What you're doing is admirable, but it might not be what he really needs.
The best hotel in the city. Require a room?
Hey, are you ready to tell me more about your friend? His story's pretty intriguing.
Oh, you're back. I knew you couldn't stay away forever. I wager you're dying to hear the rest of my friend's story. Now, where were we? Oh, right. He'd gotten transferred to a department that handled big stories and was given a huge one himself. It was a bribery case in Yusnan. The woman suspected of the crime held quite a high position in the order.
Corruption at the very top of the church hierarchy, huh? Sounds like a pretty big story, all right.
It was indeed. Quite scandalous, actually. My friend pursued the case with a vengeance and published articles about it every day to keep the public informed of the facts. The woman was subjected to heavy criticism. A little too much, in fact. Turns out my friend was right about one thing. The saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. Unable to cope, she killed herself.
That must have been tragic for your friend. But he simply told the truth, that's all.
Well, the real tragedy is what followed. Shortly after her death, a document was uncovered. This document provided invaluable evidence in the case. It exonerated her of her crime. She was innocent.
So the articles written by your friend drove an innocent person to take her own life?
Yes, and he couldn't bear such a burden. I mean, who could? I'll have to tell you the rest of the story at another time.
Require a room? You been on a trip down Chaos Lane? Picked up any seeds on the way? Oh, I see you've decided to make the right choice.
I hear rumors of the murder victims returning from the beyond. You know, the ones killed by the children of Etro. Apparitions go against the Order's beliefs. I suspect this is all nothing more than a wild rumor fanned by superstition.
A lot of strange rumors are going around. People are whispering about ghosts and ghouls, of being haunted by dead girls. You don't believe them, do you?
I like to keep an open mind. If the stories are true, I'd like to help those people. They died because of me.
As much as I hate to say this, you're not omnipotent. As the Savior, you don't have the power to save the dead.
Yeah, I know the extent of my own powers, Hope. But never say never.
Oh, you can see I'm not just any old cat. Since you seem to have half a brain, might I ask a favor? It won't be too much of a bother, I promise.
Call me cynical, but I don't believe cats can talk. I'll help you out, but only if you tell me who you really are.
I knew you were clever. Yes, I'm no cat. At least not on the inside.
This is where you tell me about some bizarre episode that put your soul into a cat's body.
Exactly. You're good.
Of all the possibilities, why a cat?
Oh, let me start from the beginning. This body that I'm in, the most beautiful cat in the world, she was my precious little baby. Obviously, I named her Gem because she was my treasure. She was everything to me, but she got sick and passed away. I had a difficult time dealing with her death. I couldn't accept it. I shied away from reality. I did everything I could to preserve Jim's body, while I desperately searched for a way to bring her back. Science, voodoo, alchemy, you name it. I tried everything you could ever imagine. I spent years, no, decades, performing experiments to bring her back.
I'm not one to judge, but the love you have for your cat is more than a little frightening.
She was my life, but nothing worked. I couldn't revive her. I'd run out of ideas. I was devastated. I had just about given up on life, everything, when God decided to throw me a bone. A little girl approached me. She called herself Lumina.
Lumina? This ought to be good. What happened?
I thought this little angel had been sent from the heavens when she handed me a potion and said it had the power to lend Gem my soul. According to her explanation, if I drank the potion, I could revive her. Of course, I drank the entire bottle without hesitation.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to drink strange potions? especially ones given to you free of charge by people you just met on the street.
But this stranger told the truth. Jem was revived. See? Alive as ever. However, I wasn't prepared for these side effects. This wasn't what I had in mind.
And that's where I come in, isn't it?
Yes! Lumina mentioned there was an antidote that can reverse the effects of the potion. With it, things can go back to the way they were. It's called Starlit Spice. Please, will you find some of it and wave it under my nose?
I assume you're talking about your human body, so it's still intact somewhere? Do you recall where?
When dawn approaches, you'll find it wandering aimlessly near a large assembly of cats. You can tell from a single glance that it lacks any sort of soul. My real name is Ronan. I don't know if my body will respond to that, though.
Hi there. Would you like... You're back! Do you want to buy some tears? I should warn you, though, I had to raise the price a little.
Explain to me why I should have to pay more than before.
Are you questioning the market value of my tears? They're special. Only for special people.
All right. You've talked yourself up quite a bit. Well, show me what you've got.
No, I can't. Not for you.
You've certainly got a knack for testing my patience.
Since you already gave me your money, I'll tell you a big secret instead. Do you know how I cry for people? Can you imagine the things I think of?
Something sad, like your pointless existence?
No, Miss Smarty Pants. I don't think of anything. I just empty my head. Then, like magic, the tears come.
So, you're a born fraud.
You mean actress. I had a great mentor.
Who was that?
My acting coach. He's the one who taught me to become one with my role. Without him, I'd have gone nowhere. Master that, and the acting would come naturally. He taught me everything I know. This might seem silly, but I kept acting to spend time with him.
You really cared for him.
I loved him. I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life. But look at me. Even though we spent decades together, he never stopped treating me like a child. Who can blame him, really? He died some time ago in an accident. I didn't have the heart to keep acting after that. I just couldn't. Without him watching my performance, it all seemed so pointless.
So that's why you quit.
I thought it was time. I went through a few things after that, nothing I'll bore you with. And now I'm here, selling my tears. So this is my calling.
That's an optimistic way to look at things. But I have to ask, doesn't the past make you cry?
Tears dry up, you know. I cried every day for 100 years after he passed away. But not anymore. I can cry to keep my business going, but that's something completely different. And that's enough talk for today.
She's awfully cheerful for someone who cries for a living, don't you think?
She does seem happy, at least on the surface. But sometimes people laugh when they're crying on the inside.
If you need a room, please visit our hotel. Welcome to our hotel. Do you need a room?
You seem a bit troubled.
Yes, it's true, I am, but I don't know that it's something I'd feel comfortable discussing with a stranger.
Fine. I wouldn't want to force you to talk.
You are a rather frank one, aren't you, miss? It's not that I've been sworn to silence or anything. Quite the opposite. I feel like I've got to tell someone. Let me start from the beginning. I am Eremiah, one of the blessed members of the Order tasked with looking after Lady Vanille.
Did you say Vanille?
Yes, Our Lady Vanille. The one and only holy saint who has been gifted with the mysterious ability to hear the cries of the dead that are carried on the winds of chaos.
Vanille, the saint?
Yes, well the fact is that the Holy One is particularly attached to one particular belonging. A small stone that she always carries.
I'm guessing it's no regular piece of rock.
You're quite right. It seems like something very special. It reflects the light with a rainbow iridescence. But several days ago, that very stone was stolen by some reprehensible thief. Ever since its disappearance, the poor saint has hardly said a word. She's completely withdrawn.
She can't find the thief?
Find the thief? The holy saint? She cannot leave the cathedral. It is completely out of the question.
I see, so you keep your precious saint locked up like some sort of criminal or animal.
You say too much. Well, the only reason the saint is kept within the cathedral is for her own safety and protection.
She can't be trusted with herself?
Yes, that's it, exactly.
If what you say is true and she never leaves the cathedral, then only other Order members could have gotten to her.
You're suggesting that a member of the Order stole the saint's precious belonging? You could not be more wrong. It's impossible.
Then you admit others into the cathedral to see your saint, do you?
There is an outfit which is allowed to enter to make their deliveries, but their staff always go through a thorough inspection. They couldn't even sneak out a pebble if they tried.
There's an exception to every rule. Where do I find them?
I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I think they work out of the warehouse district.
The warehouse district, huh? I don't know how far I'll get, but at least I can give it a shot.
Oh, you are far too kind. Just knowing that there are such generous souls searching will surely put the saint at ease.
Our rooms are terribly comfortable. It's more exciting here. I've never seen anyone like this.
What's the story with the box?
Well, it was given to us by a customer, but they must have forgotten to address it.
Why don't you just give it back to that customer?
Well, that's where things get a bit sticky, you see. One of our new lads handled the package. Said some bigwig from the cathedral gave it to him. Asked if we could hold it for a while.
From the cathedral, huh? Let me guess. That bigwig is tied to the saint somehow, aren't they?
How'd you know that? That's amazing. The new lad was delivering packages to the saint's quarters when he met this person. Never even got their name or anything. We've really stuck our foot in it now. The Order is one of our biggest customers. We can't go back and admit we took a package from someone there without checking it.
I may be able to help you out. I'm looking for something that was taken from the cathedral. I'd like to check that box. If it's there, I'll return it myself. I'll take full responsibility for it.
I'd love to let you take a look, but I haven't been able to get it open. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be smashed open at this rate.
Fine, I can handle that.
Wait, what? Hold on, seriously? You're kidding, right?
No, not really.
Looks like there's a lot more to this than I know. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna look the other way on this one.
Hey, is this the stone that Vanille's missing?
Oh, this rainbow sparkle, this sheen. Yes, this is it exactly. The saint will be thrilled to have it back, I'm sure.
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do. The saint confided the truth to me when it appeared lost forever. She told me that this stone, this very stone, was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her crystal stasis 13 years ago. She claims this stone holds a special power. Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family who is lost to her now. I can tell she cares for them with all her heart.
Family? She must have meant Fang.
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for the saint to sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone meant so much to her. Tell Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her that message. But you will have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The Holy Saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked to give you this. Here.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chambers. The gates are locked. But if you use that key that you have there...
Then I'll be able to see Vanille.
Yes. Just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but joy and happiness.